Welcome back, guys and girls, to a new video. In this video I'm going to be talking about the top upcoming first-person games on the PlayStation 4. So to start off the list, we have Doom 2016, or Doom 4 to some people, originally known as Doom 4 though, which is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by ID Software and published by Bethesda Softworks. The game is, of course, a reboot of the Doom series for you guys that don't know about it, and is the first major installment since the release of Doom 3, which was released in 2004. Doom is set to be released in, of course, Microsoft Windows on the PC and the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and will be released on May the 13th, 2016. And you will get some single-player actions and some multiplayer. Some people have already tried the multiplayer, which was available on the PlayStation Store, so you could probably check some video gameplay out of that. And yeah, let's just move on the list. So the next game on the list is Shadow Warrior 2. As you guys probably heard of the game, it's one heck of a brutal game. So Shadow Warrior 2 is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed in Poland based on an indie development studio called Flying Wild Hog, and is published by Devolver Digital. It is a sequel of, as I said before, the 2013 reboot of Shadow Warrior, and it is scheduled to be released in 2016. And they've already talked about that it's going to be released on the PC, on the Mac, on the Linux, and PS4 and the Xbox One. And the plot of the game is set 5 years after the events of Shadow Warriors 1, and the player will once again assume the role of the modern ninja warrior of Lu Wang, and he must of course battle an army of demons and invade the world sent by another dimension under the Zilla command. And you will be expecting some single-player gameplay mode, and some new 4-player co-op mode, which will be interesting for some player, because the old game didn't have the 4-player co-op mode. I think it is what I remember at least. But yeah. So the next game on the list is Homefront: The Revolution. Homefront: The Revolution is an upcoming open-world first-person shooter video game developed by Dambuster Studios and is published by actually Deep Silvers, which is kind of a very famous publisher, and it is a sequel to the older game Homefront. The game is set to be released on 17th of May 2016 in North America and 20th of May in 2016, of course, in Europe for Linux, PC, Mac, and PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Homefront: The Revolution takes place in 2029 in an alternative timeline, following the character Ethan Brady as he stages the resistance movement against an army of a North Korean invasion in the city of Philadelphia, which sounds quite interesting for some people. And if you did enjoy the older game, you'll probably enjoy this game. This game is also set to give us some single player gameplay, of course, and a bit of multiplayer. So the next game is Battleborn. Battleborn is an online first-person shooter video game developed by Gearbox Software and is actually published by 2K Games for the PC, PS4, and the Xbox One. The game is set to be released worldwide on May the 3rd, 2016, and it is actually labeled as a hero shooter. The game features, of course, multiplayer online battle arena, so the type of MOBA elements you'll see in like League and Dota, but not exactly the same, because it is a first-person shooter with multiplayer online battle elements, and the players get to engage in combat through a first-person perspective, which is, you could think of it as MOBA in first person, like Paragon, for example. Maybe not the same, but yeah, you get what I mean. So the next game on the list is actually Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, which is quite a famous series. Sniper Ghost Warrior 1 was very good. It was a good game, and Sniper Warrior 2 was one of the games that people actually did enjoy. But yeah, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is an upcoming open-world first-person tactical shooter and developed by CIA Games. It is the third entry of, as I said before, the Sniper Ghost Warrior series, and it is a first title to feature an AAA production effort. The game is set to be released worldwide for the PC and PS4 and the Xbox One in the second quarter of 2016. We don't really have a specific release date, and the game is supposed to give us a single player gameplay. I'm really not sure about the multiplayer gameplay just yet, because we haven't heard a lot about that, but maybe we'll see or hear more about that in the future. This game is however I'm gonna be pronouncing this so wrong, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I hope I pronounced that wrong, which is an upcoming, cyberpunk themed action role-playing video game with combination of first-person shooter, stealth, and role-playing elements. The game is developed by DEUS Montreal and published by Square Enix as a sequel to the 2011 Deus Ex Human Revolution, which I played and was a very good game. It is set 2 years after the Human Revolution. Mankind Divided features the return of Adam Jensen with the new technology and body augmentations. It is played from the first-person perspective with the third-person perspective cover system. So yeah, we'll be expecting some single-player gameplay, and I don't think there's any multiplayer gameplay at all. The release date for this game is set to be around August 23 in 2016. Hopefully, if that doesn't change or it gets delayed or something like that. But yeah, so the last game on the list is one of the games that people mostly anticipated about, and it's actually in open beta right now. The game is OVERWATCH, which is an upcoming multiplayer first-person shooter in development by Blizzard Entertainment, and we all know how Blizzard are. They're a good company, at least for me. And Overwatch basically features squad-based combat with 2 opposing teams of 6 players each. Players choose several hero characters, each with their own different abilities and role classes. And yeah, the game is of course a first-person shooter, and it's full of multiplayer, and is set to be released actually on May the 24th of 2016. So it will be released quite soon actually. And the game is, as I said, will be released on the PC, PS4, and the Xbox One. And you could already pre-order the game right now, or play the open beta. Depends on you. I would recommend you playing the open beta just before pre-ordering the game, because I did that and I decided by that if I like the game or not. But that was it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below on what you want to see next, and yeah, have an awesome day, guys. Bye bye.